Hey everyone, welcome back to Life with Jen.
Baby, give me a reason. Tell me just how you're feeling. I could see you tripping off the way I'm living in trust, looking for love.
Today we're going to be doing another video and it's going to be about 3 different topics. We got my handy dandy iPad and your girl got some wine because adulting is hard. And we're gonna jump right into it. Make sure you guys smash that like button, and also don't forget to comment what you guys want to see next, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we're on our way to 2,000 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you guys who has been tuning in and staying with the fam. If you guys like this is the wine glass that I have. That's what this is, wine because adulting is hard. I got this a wine glass from my friend for my birthday, and I decided to use this cup today while we jump into a couple topics that I wanted to talk to you guys about, give you guys advice, and just really getting deep with y'all and just give you true scenarios that I've dealt with myself and also want to avoid to anybody who's either younger than me, the same age as me, even older, because at the end of the day there are people that are older and still need a little guidance. So I'm here for you. I'm here to listen, and I'm also here to give my best advice. So today we're going to be talking about relationship, friendship, and family advice. And the reason why I wanted to bring this topic up is because there's boundaries in all types of relationships. There's supposed to be communication in all different types of relationships, no matter if it's your friend, your brother, your sister, your husband. So the first topic I want to come out to you guys is friends. Friends are obviously people who you met and decided, okay, I want this relationship with this person every day. I want to confide in this person. I want to have a title in my life. But you should always have categories for your friends, because not all of your friends fit in all the different categories. You have your friends that you go to party with, you have your friends that you go to business with, and then you have your friends that you have them go see family and go to church with, you know? Also, with your friends, choose wisely. Do you see yourself in that friend in the same category as you? Do you see that friend doing the same things that you're doing? Because like they say, what you're around is what you are. If you're hanging around friends that all they do is talk about other people, they're waking up at 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, not trying to do nothing with their lives, that's something that's gonna attract you in, and you're gonna be doing the same thing. Or do you want friends that are motivated to do something better with their life, that want to travel, that are focusing on themselves and their health, not worrying about what this boy's doing, what this girl's doing? You know, it just depends. And then maybe you want that friend that's a little bold. You never know. It's not bad to be a little bit in the middle, because you never know. Like, everyone is different, and it's good to have a little fun and be serious at the same time. If you're gonna call that friend, and is that friend gonna just sit there and listen to you? That one true friend is gonna be there for you, even if it's just to hear you talk for an hour over the phone while you're cooking some food. Some people just ask for that in a good friend. Some people it's money wise. In that one friend, could you call up that friend and say, hey, this situation happened, can you come pick me up at 2 in the morning? Hey, I'm hungry, I don't have nothing to eat. Do you have soup? Can you make me a little bit of soup? Can I come over? Can I make a sandwich? I need $2 for the bus. Can I borrow $2 for the bus? If you ask your friends that, because at the end of the day, that's not all. Money and material things are not all in a relationship, but it's part of life. And if the people around you can't save your butt like you do to them, then that's the first red flag. That is, cut them off once you see that they're not reciprocating the same energy to you as you do to them. If you're the one that's always there listening to them, and then when you need that reassurance and that time to just have someone listen to you, they're not doing it, cut them off. If they're not even texting you to check up on you, to see how you're doing, how's your well-being, if you have children, how's your children, cut them off. If your friends are not texting you or contacting you to do things that you're interested in, cut them off. Cut them off. Why would you want to have friends in your life that are not into the same things that you're into? Why are you with friends that are not there to listen to you? Why you have friends that can't even come to you when you need a shoulder to cry on? This is where it comes with the relationship. First thing, make sure you look at the red flags. It's like in a red light, green light. That red light is for you to obviously stop and not get into a car accident with the car that's coming the other direction. It's the same thing with the red flags. When you get the red flags, it's telling you to stop before you crash into some stuff that's gonna affect you in the long run. First red flag that anybody can see, or even in the beginning of the relationship, listen here. If that person doesn't have a good relationship with their mother, run. Because I've noticed that every guy or woman, whoever, who doesn't have a good relationship with their mother, they won't respect you, especially as a woman. Because he or she don't have a respect for their mom. What makes you think they're gonna have a respect for you? Excuse I can give that is if the mother's deceased, or they didn't have the actual mother figure in their lives, but they had a woman figure at least there that they respect, that would pass. But if they're living and they're in the same city, the same state, or whatever it is, and they're barely talking and they're always arguing or whatever, and he's disrespecting her, calling all types of names and all this extra stuff, cut that man off or that woman off. Because trust and believe, that man is not gonna have any respect for you. Second red flag to look for. He or she has children with someone else, and they had a toxic relationship before they broke up. Because the reason why I say that is because a lot of the time when it's toxic together, sometimes there's broken pieces and there's things that weren't resolved. So it's either gonna come back to the point where he's ending up in her bed, or she's ending up in his, or they're supposedly talking for the kids and they're doing a lot of other things. I don't know, me personally, I have a daughter, but I don't trust men with kids all the time. If I don't see that the woman has her own husband, she's living doing her own thing or whatever it is, I don't want no parts of it at all, trust me. Because I've dealt with something like that, where I dated someone who had not just one baby mama, but 3. And the second one, who he had the most kids with, was still in the picture. Trust and believe. And if you guys want to hear that story, comment down below, because that story is crazy. If I could talk to my younger self and say, girl, you better run. Next red flag. If you see, depending on first, before we get to the next red flag, if you're young like I was when I started dating, don't do it. Why are you dating in your teens? You shouldn't be in a committed relationship as a teenager. And I'm being so honest, because it's like that's the time where you should be flourishing, where you should be adventuring, where you should be, you're still growing up. So what makes you think that especially a dude would want to commit all his life to just you? Sad to say, a lot of young guys or young men or young women, they don't want to be committed. They commit because they like the person that they're with, but behind closed doors they're doing their own thing. Why? Because they're still young. They're still young-minded. They're not fully developed. They're still wanting to see what the color blue looks like, what the color green looks like, what the color yellow feels like. So I feel like, me personally, teenagers should not, even young adults should not be in a fully committed relationship, especially if you're like 15, 16 when I started dating, because there's a whole lot of things and worlds out there that you could be exploring. And me, for example, who became a young mother too, I don't know if a lot of y'all would want that. Being a young mom, it's so, and I'm going off track here, but being a young mother was so hard, and especially being alone like that, sometimes you gotta think about and just say, do I really want to get myself in this situation, or do I just want to be happy, not worry about nobody, live my life and get my grades up? We're gonna get into toxic relationships with your partner. Matter of fact, we're gonna talk about that in all relationship talk, family, partner, and friends. I know a lot of people, especially, matter of fact, let's start with relationships, because I know in different categories is different things. Matter of fact, let's talk about relationship and partner and friendship. With partners and friendships, I know you don't want to leave that person because you say you love them. I've heard that a lot. Like, I listen to a lot of talk shows, and every time the host asks, so why you still with that person? Oh, because I love them. And it's so crazy that they say that, because I've realized, and I dealt with it myself, that love hurts. Love hurts so much. And it's like, if you just rip that band-aid off, after a while, that pain ain't gonna be there anymore. If you see if that person is doing these things of being abusive, verbally, mentally, psychologically, leave that person. Yes, it might be hard in that moment, because say we have kids together, we have investments together, we have this together, we have that. But guess what? Pain is temporary. You ever broke your leg before? Well, guess what? Once that leg is in a cast and your leg heals, that pain ain't gonna be there no more. You cut yourself, you put on a band-aid, and it's time to take that band-aid off. You rip it off. It hurts for that 1 second, and then the pain's gone. Have you ever accidentally had water go up your nose and you feel that burning sensation for a little bit, and the pain goes away after a little bit? Pain is temporary. And the reason why I mentioned those different types of scenarios is because some pain lasts longer than others, but pain is never forever. Pain lasts only to a certain degree. Yes, maybe you might feel the pain, even if years go by, maybe you feel the pain every once in a while, like a quick little like reminder, but it's still not going to stay there consistent. That's the word. Pain is never going to be consistent forever. So to you ladies out there, or men who are dealing with an abusive relationship, just remember that pain is temporary. Pain will go, even if it takes a couple months or a couple weeks. But pain is temporary. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you are beautiful and that you don't need anybody, and that life is going to live on if you're not with that person. Life is going to go on regardless of the fact. There was a moment in time where you didn't know who this person was. You were born alone. What makes you think you need that person? You're gonna die alone regardless of the fact. I can go off, but I'm talking about 3 different topics today, so I'm just, you know, I'm not trying to stay on each topic too long, but just remember, pain is temporary. You're beautiful no matter what situation you're in, and you're a strong person, because at the end of the day, God or whoever you believe in isn't gonna put you in the situation that you're in for no reason. That person gives God and whoever, because I don't know who's watching, but I don't know if everyone believes in God, but whoever's putting you in the situation is because they see that you're a strong person and that you know you can do better. You just have to open your eyes and realize it and take off the blindfold. One more thing about the relationship part, being with a partner. I know some people are afraid to climb up that mountain and to see what's on the other side because of how high that mountain is. But trust and believe, once you get over that mountain, there's going to be a nice beautiful waterfall with blue water and butterflies. So just remember that. We're going to talk on to the last topic of the night, family. You can put family in categories too. The reason why I say that is because not everyone in your family, and I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, not everyone in your family to be in your everyday life. I have family members that I haven't seen in years, but if I call that person real quick, they're gonna trust and believe they're gonna come and pull up on me if I'm in trouble. And then I have those family members that I wouldn't even call them even if I was dying. Why? Because yes, we may be family, but that don't mean that we're all gonna act the same. But at the same time, depending on who it is, I feel like there should always be a conversation to see if that person deserves to be in your life or not. For an example, say if it's like your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your immediate family. If y'all are having different views on things, I feel like you should always sit down and have a conversation with that person. Because why? They're your immediate family. They're people that should be in your everyday life almost. And the reason why I say that is because there was a time where I did not want to communicate with my dad. There was a time where I dreaded him, that I wished death on him. And me being an adult now, I understand him. And I understand where he was coming from. And I regret saying all those things or thinking those things. Because sometimes you just have to realize, okay, you just sit back. Sometimes time is all that is needed to tell. Like I was saying, I just sat back and I was just like, okay, this person's acting like this towards me because of this. But when I need something or I'm struggling in something, this person is there for me at the end of the day. So it's like, regardless of the fact, he's my dad, and regardless of the flaws, I love him. And that's that pretty much. And I've always had a good relationship with my mom, my sister, brother. So that's that. But I have family members on my dad's side that don't even live in the same state, that I don't talk to every day. But if we had a family reunion or we have any situation come up, trust and believe we're all going to be together doing our thing and being a family. But that said, I do have some family members that I don't talk to anymore because of the fact that they always try to cause drama in my life, and they always try, they weren't trying to do, they were not my immediate family, but they were close to me and my immediate family, so like they were in my life more. But the things that they were doing weren't what I believed was right, and they caused a lot of hurt and drama in my family, in my life. And me, I like to live very calm and free and relaxed. So if you are messing with my peace, I don't care if you're my cousin, brother, sister, uncle, trust and believe I will cut you off. And that's to say, no matter who they are too, if they're not going to cause peace in your life and they're causing drama and making you feel traumatized to the point where you can't even do certain things anymore or whatever it is, cut them off. Like, it's really not that hard. I don't care if that's your blood or not. I don't care. Your peace is worth way more than nobody. No matter who it is. Look, I know I've been talking and I have a big, I don't know if you can see, I got a big pimple on my nose. All of y'all just looking at it like, this girl got a crazy pimple on her nose. Like, I need help. If y'all know or have remedies on how to remove pimple scars, comment down below because I need help. Back to the family part. You can have family and have them as an acquaintance. And that's what I meant to say in the last part. The family that I don't talk to, they're like acquaintances to me. I don't wish no bad blood on them, but that don't mean that I want to talk to them or do anything with them, because my peace is worth way more. And the same thing that you should do. If you have family members that you say, they're only around because they want something from me, and I know how this person is, and I notice that because other people in my family don't take their stuff and I'm the only one that's taking their stuff, that's why they're in my life, I think it's a good idea for me to remove myself too. Because no matter what, family or not, people like to use people who are there to be used. I'm gonna jump on that real quick. You make yourself that available, and I'm saying this because I dealt with that and I myself firsthand had to deal with it. If you make yourself that available, they're gonna use your schedule like crazy. If you got a schedule from Monday to Sunday and you show them that it's empty, clear, they're gonna fill it up for you. They're gonna fill that stuff up for you. Why? Because you made yourself so available to people. And sad to say, people don't intentionally do it sometimes, but they just know because you're so available, they can use you. And then you're like, this person's always calling me for this. This person always wanted me to do this. But guess what? It's because you made yourself that available for that person to hit you up, to ask to do those things. And this is in all relationships. This is family, everybody. You have to put your foot down and say, no, I can't. No, I'm not going to be doing this for you. Yes, I could do this, but on my timing. And once you do that, then you're going to see, okay, maybe they might hit you up every here and then, but you're not going to be the first person they're going to go after, because they know that you're not available all the time. And which is okay. It's okay to be selfish. You have to be selfish for yourself. Look at what you want in your life. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I want to do this every day. I want to be more productive in this. I want to go to the gym. I want to work more. I want to work less. I want to work for myself. And if whoever's in your life is affecting you in all those categories, or not trying to be there for you, hold your hand, or be a part of it, cut them off. It's better having one good friend than 30 dysfunctional people in your life. Bring up these 5 things in all relationships, and if they don't have that, cut them off. If your relationship does not have trust, if your relationship does not have respect, if it doesn't have communication, a bond, and a good friendship, cut them off. Because in a healthy, good relationship, you're going to have all of that in one. In that one person. You don't need 6 different people to have that one thing. And like I said, you can categorize people where you don't see them every day. But if you want them in your everyday life, they have to have all those things. Because what makes you think that I'm going to have a friend that I can't trust, for example, over my house, and they stay in my room, and then I go to the bathroom and I'm over here worrying about if they're going to grab my brush or something? No. What makes you think I'm gonna be in a relationship with somebody that isn't gonna trust me, that every 5 minutes I'm like, oh my god, this person, I'm worried about this person thinking about this about me or that? No, you don't need that. And that's pretty much it. This is my first time giving advice in front of a camera, so bear with me. Y'all, half of y'all probably understand what I'm saying, probably half of y'all don't. This one is good. And I want to be that big little sister to any of y'all that need advice and want the real raw thing. And I have a lot of stories to tell you guys. The stories are coming. I just want to give advice. I'm gonna start popping advice here and there, and I might start writing things down because I know myself I'm gonna forget. I'm a mom. If y'all want some mom advice, because you know, being a teen mom, some of y'all obviously had kids young or are pregnant now. So if you want mom advice or teen mom advice, comment down below and let me know, because I have a lot of things that I can give to y'all, and pointers on things. And I also would love to give financial advice and just little things here and there. Food advice. Your girl be cooking. If y'all want me to, you know, chef it up on here, let me know, because it's life with Jen. It's just all about me and my life, and I want to give you guys myself. I want to be out there and just show you guys the real me. And I just want whoever's on the other side of the screen to know that you're loved. No matter where it's from, you are loved, and that you are perfect the way you are. Don't change for nobody, unless if you're doing bad. If you're hurting somebody, change, because that's not good. But for yourself, if you're a good being, don't change for nobody, because whoever truly really wants to be in your life is going to be there regardless of the fact. Once again, I love you guys so much, and see you guys in my next video. Bye.
But we gon' learn how to love. We gon' learn how to love. Thinking of the time I had you.